This is a partial solar eclipse tarot reading for my soul family, March 29, 2025. We are going to look at what's been hidden from us at this time or blocked. We will also look at what's going to be revealed, which may tie in with that, how we can implement what is being revealed, as well as the change that will come about from it. All right, so I'm going to start with the most prominent energies and wrap it all up with any additional advice and messages from the universe, like normal. All right, what do you have for my soul family? March 29, 2025. Thank you. All right, you have the first house here. This is coming back to your desires. I feel like it's also tying in with your actions. I feel like there's also this energy of integrity with who you are, what it is that you want, right? I feel like there's this energy of you being driven. I feel like there's an energy of you being confident in what it is that you're doing, how it is that you're doing it on your own, doing it right now, being in the present moment, I feel like, okay? On the bottom is Aquarius, so this has to do with your vision. I feel like this has to do with you discovering something about yourself, about your situation. I feel like it does involve a change when it comes to that, how you're going about that maybe, okay? Maybe doing something unconventional, doing something that's not by the book. Most prominent energies here for my soul family. Partial solar eclipse, March 29, 2025. The moon energy. I feel like this does have to do with your reactions to things. I feel like there's an energy of acceptance, right? I feel like you are needing to accept some sort of change. I feel like doing something differently. There's an energy of acceptance. And I feel like how you choose to respond, how you choose to react, right, in that process of things, where I feel like there's some change unfolding. Capricorn is here on the bottom. This has to do with your day-to-day reality. It has to do with your goals. I feel like this is you focusing on those goals. This is you focusing on what it is you're doing day to day, in the moment. Again, being present. I feel like there's something to do with the rules again. It's the rule breaker energy, and we had Aquarius. It's the rule breaker energy. So doing things differently here, realizing that you need to do things differently, maybe figuring out a different method to something here, I want to say, okay? Most prominent energies for my soul family with the partial solar eclipse, March 29, 2025. What else do you have? Thank you. Fifth house is here. Doing something dramatically, doing something with the trust of a child, your creations, investing, taking a gamble. I feel like it is taking a gamble. It's taking a risk on yourself. I think that just came up in the last quarter moon message. With the trust of a child, I feel like this is you having faith in yourself, you having faith in your capabilities, you having faith in the universe even. Whatever it is that you believe in as far as a higher power maybe. Mercury is here. There's an awareness. I feel like this has to do with your thoughts. I feel like this is how your thoughts are translating into your reality, I want to say, okay? I feel like that's that energy of communication with Mercury. I feel like that's where the creation comes into play with the fifth house as well. I feel like there's an energy of wisdom here, a need for applying some wisdom, a need for applying some insight that maybe you've gained in the past from difficult situations, okay? I feel like this is you also adhering to your ideals. I feel like this is you stopping what no longer works when it comes to your perspective, when it comes to your viewpoint, when it comes to your opinion about certain things, maybe just about yourself, your capability, getting to the heart of it. Releasing a little bit of control when it comes to some sort of standpoint, some sort of perspective or view that you've had. I feel like there's flexibility. I feel like there's an openness to changing your mind, changing your viewpoint, looking at something in a different way. When it comes to a change, maybe looking at change from a different standpoint. I feel like this is you investing in a particular change. I feel like this is you being open to this change, being open to new ideas, a different way of looking at it, right? I feel like there's something you've been missing. There's something you haven't been seeing clearly. Can we get more prominent energies, please, for my soul family with this partial solar eclipse, March 29, 2025? What more do you have for my soul family, March 29, 2025? Most prominent energies with the partial solar eclipse. Spirit guardian of autumn, letting go. I feel like letting go is you opening up, number 35. I feel like this is you releasing that control, right? I feel like this is you being open to moving in a new direction, moving with some change. Stag spirit, leadership, number 39. I feel like it's that energy of empowerment. It's that energy of confidence. I feel like you stepping into a new role. I feel like you're embracing a new role for yourself, a new start. Partial solar eclipse, most prominent energies for my soul family, March 29, 2025. What else do you have? The red is also standing out to me, and I feel like there's something to do with the root chakra, staying grounded, feeling secure within yourself, within your situation. Pure spirit, or pine spirit, I'm sorry, purification, number 30. So I feel like there's a healing energy that's present. I feel like there's something that's going to be cleared here. The path is going to be cleared. There's something to do with a clearing or a cleansing, the purification. I feel like it could be internal inside of you as well, like your emotional state, your emotional well-being. But it could also be like your path, your direction, something in your life that's changing, that's clearing out to make room for something else, something new. Protection is here on the bottom, guardians of the land, number 21. I feel like it does have to do with your security. It has to do with a sense of safety. I feel like there could also be some protection around you. I feel like there is something coming out of the dark. There's something that's coming into view. I'm getting that stag spirit energy coming into view. What else do you have for my soul family? Dragon with the power, number 11. Wise woman of the grove, grace, number 49. I feel like there is a change that maybe you've been longing for, but maybe you didn't quite know how to accept it or move about it, right? Move towards it. I feel like there is an energy of wisdom. I feel like you are needing to ground yourself. I feel like there is something to do with the root chakra. I feel like there is some enlightenment. I feel like something is coming into view. It has to do with this power. I feel like this energy of self-empowerment. I feel like there's something to do with waking up, waking you from a slumber. This wisdom, this enlightenment wakes you up. I feel like that's the heart space. All right. What's been hidden or blocked for my soul family up to the time of this partial solar eclipse? Wow. The time. Number 30, TikTok. I feel like it has something to do with the timing. It wasn't time. You weren't ready. I feel like there was still something left undone. Still something you needed to move through. Maybe you are still moving through it, right? Mending, number 52, and happy, number 26. And then look, here's the change, number 12. So I feel like the timing hasn't been right. There's something to do with the timing of it. I feel like you are still in a place of mending, wrapping something up, closing something out in order to be able to let go and move towards that energy of happiness, this change. I feel like that brings about the happiness, okay? I feel like there's something you're not ready to accept, or up to this point you haven't been ready to accept. So what will be revealed for my soul family at the time of this partial solar eclipse? March 29, 2020. Thank you. Okay. Loyal heart, number 35. I feel like there's something to do with what's in the heart space, right? It's this energy of grace. It's this energy of wisdom. I feel like there's wisdom that's being unlocked. And that has to do with the heart space. It has to do with what's in your heart. It's the heart's desire. On the bottom is to the sea. I feel like there's an energy of isolation here, maybe coming out of isolation, okay? Maybe moving in a new direction. Whatever that entails for you, whether or not that involves anyone else, I want to say too, I feel like it's just true to your heart. It's a matter of what's true to your heart with the loyal heart. No place like home. There could be a move. There could be a shift. Maybe your heart's not where it once was. That's the change. That's the wisdom. The realization. It's the heart's desire. So how should my soul family implement what you're giving here as far as the reveal? How should they implement this information? Why? Number 31. On the bottom is the building blocks, number 28. I feel like this is building on it. This is moving in that direction of the heart's desire. I feel like with the why, there's like this need for acceptance. I feel like it's coming back to the moon energy with the acceptance. I feel like there's an energy of planning, building, working towards it, moving towards it, being open to building. What comes of this energy with the implementation for my soul family at the time of this partial solar eclipse, March 29, 2025? What would come of it? Fork in the road, number 13, and happy, happy, number 26. On the bottom is Treasure Island, number 9. I feel like what would come of it is the decision to move forward, the decision to go a different direction towards the heart's desire here, right? I feel like the change that it would bring is this happiness. I feel like it would bring this wish fulfillment. Let's clarify. Tell us more about TikTok, please, for my soul family. What's been hidden or blocked from them at the time of this partial solar eclipse, March 29, 2025. What about the TikTok? Knight of Pentacles. I literally feel like the timing's been off. I feel like it has something to do with delays, right? I feel like it has something to do with obstacles, delays, hesitation. I feel like there was something you're not ready to let go of in the past. 8 of Wands, it does have to do with delays. I feel like it has to do with delays. There was something from the past. Tell us more about the TikTok. What's been hidden or blocked from my soul family with this Knight of Pentacles and TikTok at the time of the partial solar eclipse. Thank you. The Emperor. And the Ace of Pentacles. 8 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. See, I feel like that's that past energy, right? There was a delay. I feel like there was a blockage when it comes to something past, okay? I feel like there was this energy of you, or maybe still kind of is for some, this energy of not being ready, not being open to accepting some new opportunity, some new path, some new direction, okay? I feel like with the Emperor, it stems from fear. I feel like this, you know, is like you holding on to what you know or what you've known. Not ready to release it. Not willing to release it with the Emperor. Again, I feel like that has to do with that perspective, that willingness to see something from a different viewpoint, right? I feel like he's guarding his throne with the Emperor. He's guarding his throne. And I feel like there's this need to let up a little bit. when it comes to the Ace of Pentacles, when it comes to a new opportunity, a new offer, a new direction. Okay, so tell us what will be revealed with the Loyal Heart for my soul family at the time of this partial solar eclipse, March 29, 2025. Six of Cups. I feel like it's the heart's desire. I feel like there's something to do with what's in your heart, what's truly in your heart. I feel like that's what's being revealed to you. I feel like there's some feelings that you have that you can no longer deny about something in your life, some situation in your life, okay? I feel like that's where the reveal is, and I feel like there's this energy of you coming into alignment with that and your actions following what it is that you know, what it is that you feel to be true for yourself. The Six of Swords, that's what I'm saying, see, and Ace of Swords. And there's the King of Cups. It's what's true to your heart. Moving towards it. Give us another one on the Loyal Heart. What will be revealed to my soul family at the time of this partial solar eclipse, March 29, 2025? What else about the Loyal Heart with the Six of Cups? Wheel of Fortune. I feel like that's the movement. I feel like that's the direction. That's the traveling in that direction of what's true to your heart. I feel like it's what you feel is meant for you. I think I've said that before. What's meant for you or what you're meant for. Moving that direction. On the bottom is the Hermit. It's the wisdom of the heart's desire. The Empress is here and the Two of Cups. I feel like you're coming together with that, okay? I feel like your actions are needing to align. Maybe that's what you're realizing. That's what's being revealed to you, is that your actions need to align with what's in your heart. So tell me, for my soul family, what's the Y energy? How to implement. Yeah, Knight of Swords. The Chariot and the Five of Pentacles is on the bottom. I feel like there is this energy of you planning. I feel like there is this energy of you taking action. I feel like there's movement. I feel like this is you, again, aligning those actions with what it is in your heart. I feel like not doubting it, not doubting yourself, okay? I feel like not doubting the insight that you have, the wisdom, the knowledge that you have about yourself and your situation. I feel like being confident in it when it comes to moving on it. Tell us more about the why for my soul family with the Knight of Swords. How to implement the Sun with the trust of a child. It is being confident in what it is that you know, what it is that you realize about yourself, your situation, what makes you happy, where your heart is. No place like home. Home is where the heart is. 4 Wands. Home is where the heart is. It's wisdom of the heart's desire. Tell us about the fork in the road for my soul family. What is the change with the fork in the road for my soul family at the time of this partial solar eclipse, March 29, 2025? Following your heart, that's the decision. I feel like that's the change you make, is now being in alignment with the heart space and your actions aligning with that, okay? Page of Cups is on the bottom, 5 of Pentacles. I feel like it brings you out of this space of lack. I feel like it brings you out of this space of loss and disappointment. What's the happy for my soul family, the change it brings at the time of this partial solar eclipse, March 29? Page of Swords, what? Oh. Six of Pentacles is on the bottom and the Three of Cups. There's like happy news, good news that comes in. I want to say happy news, good news. Six of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. This makes me feel like there's other energies involved. There's other people involved, okay? Or at least one other. Could be some incoming news. We're going to clarify again. But I feel like it's something happy, something that makes you feel good, something that you want, something that you have wanted, that you've longed for. I feel like you're releasing the need for control with that as well. I feel like that's the release of control. I feel like it's taking that risk on yourself. I feel like this is you not worrying about what's right or wrong, but rather what's true to your heart. I mean, isn't that right? What's true to your heart? I feel like it could be releasing the opinions of others in that sense as well. I feel like you're receiving something that makes you happy, something you've wanted. The scales are balancing out. I feel like within you and outside of you, once you balance those out within yourself. All right, let's get a little more clarification, because I really want to do that last one first. Tell us about the Page of Swords with the happy energy for my soul family. What is coming in with the change on the other side of this partial solar eclipse? Yeah, ascending. Transcending obstacles, learning, expanding, a new phase. On the bottom is engagement ring. So this has to do with partnership, commitment, whether that's just like to yourself, or there is somebody else involved, which I feel like for some there could be, all right, because both ascending and engagement ring are talking about a union. But like I said, there is a balancing of the scales within yourself. So I feel like that's both your feminine and your masculine aspects, right? Because I feel like your actions are needing to align with that heart space. All right. Paradise. I was trying to see if I could get more details on that quietly. So, okay. All right. I do feel like there's an expansion here, right? Both of these are about expansion. Paradise, this could be enjoying each other or oneness. Again, I'm not really getting a differentiation as far as like if the union is just you yourself or if this is involving others. I feel like it could be both. There's like a mixed energy with that. Okay. The Grim Reaper is here on the bottom, so this is about growing and transforming your life. It is about your happiness, what makes you happy. I feel like there has been a longing for it. Okay. So let's go back to the start. Tell us about what's been hidden or blocked for my soul family with the TikTok. Yeah. Trust issues. Trust is imperative to feeling safe and secure. Core values is on the bottom. So this is about seeking out those who have those values that align with your own. I did say adhering to your ideals, right? So that would fall in line with that. Meeting your tribe at places of interest to you. So there is movement. I feel like this is you aligning yourself with, you know, your vision. I feel like your vision, what it is that you desire, okay? Prioritizing that. So tell us more about what's being revealed to my soul family at the time of this partial solar eclipse, March 29, 2025. What more about the Wheel of Fortune, Six of Cups. Gratuity changes circumstances. I feel like that's the openness. I feel like there is an energy of it's that loyal heart energy. There is an openness. Gratuity changes circumstances. I feel like it is coming out of the headspace, okay? And taking action. Coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. There is a giving and receiving here. I feel like you are having to give up something. I feel like you're having to let go of what no longer works. What's not been working, what's not really in your heart. Even if it was once in your heart, it's like there's a change of mind, there's a change of heart. Embracing it. Tell us more about the why energy, how to implement what's being revealed for my soul family at the time of this partial solar eclipse, March 29, 2025. Give us more on the why. Relational abuse. I feel like it's the red flags that have been following us around in these reads, okay? It's the trust of a child. Realizing your light. You have to be healed to attract healed. You are a divine being having a human experience. I feel like it's overcoming that heartbreak. It's overcoming the pain. I feel like it's overcoming the self-deception or deception in general. I feel like those are all red flags, okay? Healing yourself from that. Purifying yourself. Core values. So seeking those who align. Meeting your tribe, finding your tribe, aligning yourself so that you can find your tribe. Expectations, confirming you want the same things, prioritizing the relationship. Expectation yields results and progression. I feel like being able to move on, being able to move forward. I feel like prioritizing your healing. Not doubting, expecting positive things, expecting the best, working towards the best. What you're capable of. The heart's desire. You're capable of what's in your heart. Final advice and messages for my soul family, March 29, 2025 with the partial solar eclipse. Releasing fear, releasing doubt, aligning words with actions. What else do you have for my soul family, March 29, 2025? Get motivated. Clear your energy. That's that purification. I feel like it has to do with a rebirth. Scorpio, it's the change. A new cycle. Watching what it is that you're choosing to focus on here, okay? I feel like also focusing on what it is that you need to do to get there, to get motivated. Releasing that disappointment. That comes with that purification. What else do you have for my soul family? March 29, 2025. I feel like the Page of Swords is also kind of like your perspective. Only time will tell. Reservations. I feel like that's your hesitation. I feel like that's your own reservations about things, right? I feel like there's kind of like one foot in, one foot out, a little bit doubtful, a little bit skeptical. The only time will tell. An offering is there. I feel like this is also coming back to the plans. Like when you make reservations, you're making plans. You're needing to make plans when it comes to where you're going, how you're getting there. Being in the present, only time will tell what it is that you're doing in the moment to get there. Focusing on that. What else do you have for my soul family? Final advice and messages, March 29, 2025. Relationships, I am attracted to those who serve my higher good. Acceptance, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Empathy, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. It's the change in your perspective. Grief, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. I feel like appreciating where that might open the door to something new, something different, right? Where I feel like there could be even better things. Yeah, look, there's change right behind it. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And freedom, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Embracing it, waking from your slumber. Final advice and messages for my soul family, March 29, 2025, partial solar eclipse. Throat chakra number 20, I speak my truth and encourage others to speak theirs. So there's the communication. Sacred space number 7, I find peace, security, and contentment when surrounded by nature's beauty. I feel like that's the grounding energy, that energy of confidence as well. I feel like it brings that. I feel like it helps you to be more in touch with that heart space. What else do you have for my soul family? March 29, 2025. No act of kindness is ever wasted. Some of the kindest people you will ever meet have been through hell and back themselves. That strengthens their compassion and empathy. If this is describing you, keep being the beautiful soul that you are. On the bottom is, this is your validation that things are finally beginning to work out. Get ready for unexpected breakthroughs, good news, and plot twists. Blessings are coming. So there is happy news. Can we get one more from... Thank you. When you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts or worries or regrets. Commit to being in the here and now. Forgive yourself for where you think you may have been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. So I feel like there's a little bit of a... like self-empathy here, right? Being open to see your situation from a different point of view. Not being so hard on yourself. The past is behind you, so drop the fears and doubts. Even though you may feel a little uncomfortable at the moment and slightly anxious over what's coming next, you are being urged to bring yourself back to the present moment. Your recent prayers have been heard and are currently being worked on. That kind of wrapped it all up, didn't it? Let's get one of these and then I'll let y'all go. Can I get a crystal medicine for my soul family at the time of this partial solar eclipse, March 29, 2025? Can I get one crystal medicine? Crystal blessing. Cathedral Library number 8. Grandmother Crystal Diva. On the bottom is self-expression. Larimar number 26 with the water. I feel like this is you embracing that energy of self-expression. I feel like it's speaking to the emotions. It's speaking to what's in the heart space. I feel like aligning yourself with that, okay? Aligning those actions with it. I feel like that's what leads to your healing. I feel like that's what leads to the blessing. Acting accordingly. Embracing that power. I feel like that's within yourself. Alright, so this is what I have for y'all. I wish you much love. I wish you much luck. I hope you stay safe as always, and I will catch you soon.